Hello, everyone. Danny Garola with stampinthepinkbarn.com. Well, come on, thing. I'm trying to get myself brought up here on my other device so I can make sure we are live. Oh, come on, thing. So I know there was some confusion about the times, so I will kind of explain what I have kind of decided I was doing. I did talk about it a few videos ago, but I don't think I clarified enough. Come on, thing. So let's make sure I am running live here. Yep, looks like I'm doing good. All right. Woohoo, fingers crossed. Hello, Diana. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Delaney. And hello, Miss Magna. I'm glad you can make it. Like I said, I am very, very sorry for the confusion. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Sheila. On time. I hope I didn't mess too many of you guys up. I was trying to stay consistent with the rest of the US because as of yet, Arizona is the only state that doesn't have daylight savings. Oh, it is rainy Oregon, Diana. Well, you know, it's kind of crazy because we moved down here from Portland, Oregon, and being here in Tucson, Arizona, it is like night and day from the whole Portland. I mean, I went through my teen years and everything over in Central Oregon, over in Bend, and then I moved to Portland and kind of, you know, that's where I got married, had my kids, all that kind of stuff. And then about 10 years ago, we decided to move down here to Tucson. So, so I do miss the Oregon. I miss the green. I have to tell you though, I don't miss all the mold because I do remember mold growing on so many things. So anyways, so welcome and thank you for watching. So back to the whole time thing. So I decided to keep it consistent where I would stay 6 o'clock Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern. So with that being said, on for you who view me here in Arizona, you will actually be the ones changing the times with me because it's going to stay 6, 7, 8, 9. And so when you guys have the daylight savings, like what we just had yesterday, it flipped us to 7 p.m. Mountain because when you guys are not on daylight savings, we are actually at the Pacific time. So it gets kind of screwy here in Arizona, but I have to accommodate everybody in the US because I've got viewers from all over the place. So it's kind of not to say that it doesn't matter here in Arizona, but there's just so much more to have to try to keep the consistency, and it really kind of screws me up. Hello, Miss Patty. Hello, Melanie. So I really had to think long and hard because I know the last couple of years I've actually had to go in, I've had to change all my graphics. I had to then change them to 6 o'clock Mountain Time and then 5 o'clock Pacific time. But then that kind of messed with everybody because when you guys have been watching me for the last, you know, almost 3 years now, and I've always been 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, I want to keep it the way it is. So again, I apologize for the confusion. I know a couple of you guys messaged me, but it was mainly you guys here in Arizona because it really kind of screwed everybody up. So I just kind of wanted to explain that a little bit. Who just said, yep, 9 o'clock here in Florida. Woo, Melanie, you are in Florida, girl. How's the weather in Florida? Hello, Anna. And you guys, I have a couple of cards to share with you tonight. Some of my gracious followers and team members have sent me some birthday cards. And hello, Mom. And I want to share those with you guys because I love sharing the cards that you guys send to me, because this is my first year, or maybe no, this is my second year that you guys have actually started sending me birthday cards. So it's still a little early. I'm going to be spending my birthday weekend. So my birthday is coming up on Thursday. It is November 10th. Humid and stormy there in Florida. Woo, you better be careful, girl. So my birthday is on Thursday. So we are going to actually, my mom and another one of my team members are actually going to be heading over to Anaheim, California for On Stage this weekend. Woo woo. So I was like, sweet, I get to spend my birthday with my family, my friends, my team members. It was just like, woo, it just worked out so perfect that On Stage was kind of my birthday weekend. So if any of you guys are attending the Anaheim On Stage, I would love for you guys to message me and, so we can get together and say hi while we're there. I love that. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Anna. Hello, Kay. So that's kind of what is going on. Let me see. Also, what do we have coming up? We have mystery stamping. I'm going to be throwing the supplies up on the 9th. I think I actually have a graphic in here for mystery stamping, so I'll talk a little bit more about that. I figured since I am coming on later for me, it's 7 o'clock Arizona time here, which is also mountain time. I just said that. So I figured I'm just going to get right into things so I'm not taking up too much of your guys' time. So again, today is November 7th. So we are in Thanksgiving month. So that's kind of fun. I have some beautiful cards for you guys tonight. We also, I'm going to try to quit saying because that is like a total pet peeve of mine. And I don't know why all of a sudden I just started saying it so much. So sorry. So on the house moving, we have met with the carpet layers, and it was the same guy that we actually had come over to. No, my birthday is actually on the 10th, so it's on Thursday. Sorry that you didn't catch that. So we met with the carpet layers again. They came over to the other house that we're going to be moving to, because most of you guys have already heard me say that we decided that we're not moving over to the original house that we had planned, because it's been just too much on us, and it's just not going to work for our family. So my parents are getting that ready and to decide what the heck they're going to do with it. And then we will be moving to my mom's old house, which they just had a house built on their property. So their existing home is further back on the property. So we're going to be moving into that, which will accommodate our family so much more in so many ways. Well, it was kind of funny because when the carpet guy came over to my mom's old house and he came in and he did the measurements, oh, happy birthday, Patty. I did not know that your birthday was today. Oh, dang it. I would have sent you out a card because I do know you are now here in Arizona. Shoot. Well, I'll have to get a card out in the mail to you. Hold on. Let me get myself a little note here so I don't forget. Happy birthday, girl. All right, there we go. I got a note, so I'll get you a card in the mail. So the carpet guy comes out. He did the measurements at the house that we're going to be moving to, my mom's old house. And it's kind of funny because over at the other house, we were only looking at 1,000 square feet to carpet, but it was over 20% of waste that we would be paying for because the carpet comes on rolls. And if it doesn't fit perfectly, they have to kind of cut pieces off, but you still have to pay for that. So when he came over to the to my mom's old place where we're going to be moving. He measured there, and it just happened to be that it is less than 10% of waste, and it is going to cost us $3,000 less to carpet it versus my grandma's house that we would have been moving into. So we've decided to do the same carpet, everything that we had already originally picked out that was going to go over in my grandma's house is now just going to go to my mom's place. And like I said, it's going to save us a little bit over $3,000. So that was like clarity for me that it was meant for us to be moving there instead. Hello, Renee. So it was going to be over $10,000 at my grandma's house because of all the waste. And when we have it done at my mom's old place, it's a little bit under $7,000. So isn't that crazy? But it was almost like, and I'm not going to get biblical here and anything. Hello, Denise. But it was almost like God was like letting us know, yes, this is meant to be. So it was one of those things that it was so nice to have that clarification, you know, that what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't know. Anyways, it was just nice to have that confirmation. There we go. That it was the right decision for us. And honestly, and my mom even mentioned it the other day when she was over here, my whole family just kind of seems a little bit more at ease. We're not so uptight about everything. I've actually started packing. I've started moving things. Oh, and I have to tell you guys, my husband found a super great deal. So all of a sudden, I'm like really into fish tanks and fish and all this kind of stuff. And I always have kind of been, and we've tried fish tanks in the past. I had a really big fish tank at one time, but then the fish kind of overgrew it and we had to give them to the zoo when we lived up in Portland. But anyways, he found a 55-gallon fish tank with a beautiful black fish tank stand at a garage sale this weekend for $50. It was just, I was so blown, or no, I was actually $40. And then the guy goes, hey, I have a brand new pump here and a few of these extra filters that go with it. He goes, I'll give you the whole package for $60. So I was like, oh my gosh, because he took a picture of it and sent it to me and he goes, what do you think of this? And I said, I think you need to snatch that up right now. So he brought it home. And so now we've moved it up to the other house, but it won't get set up for a while, but there will be pictures to come because I am really into fish. I think they're very, tranquil. I love to sit there and watch fish in a fish tank. We do have a little 3-gallon fish tank right now that has I think it's made by Roots. We got it, my mom got it for me a couple years back for Christmas, and it's got the plants the micro greens that grow out of it. So we put those on our salads and stuff. So I do have a little fish tank, and it's got little guppies in it, and they're super happy, and there's snails, and there's little shrimp, and there's a frog in there. So I love watching them. Hello, Vicky. So let's get on with things because I'm done rattling, and the reason why I decided to go ahead and start doing this is so I can talk as we're kind of creating. All right, from the North Pole, we have a couple more days left till this. This actually ends on November 10th. So this is the current paper pumpkin that is in rotation. It says it's going to make this Christmas the merriest ever with 12 easy to make tags to adorn your pretty packages. Combine them with last month's coordinating ho 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 paper pumpkin kit for even more creative fun. It contains enough supplies to make 12 tags for each of 3 designs. Includes a mint macaron, glitter die cuts, and a specialty snowflake die cuts. And then it coordinates with ho ho ho. And there's also these little bags that you can add on. You can find those in my store. They are the what are they called? They're not even saying what they're. Fun gift packaging add-ons. Hello, Noreen. What is that?
I don't know if you needed that.
Oh no, I think I had it in the garbage. Thank you though. All right, and right now we have this fitting florets set That is a exclusive set that is a limited time. I'm going to lay this out so you can see both sides. This set is actually absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you guys a couple of cards that I've played with this set. Now, this is a collection that you can purchase. All of what you see on this page here, you can purchase that all in one code, so you don't have to worry about forgetting anything in there. And so the paper, the framed and festive, and the little, what do they call these? The gold adhesive back swirls are a limited time. So that means that they will be available through January 4th. And then they're no longer going to be available. Now, this set right here, the stamp set and the dies, will actually carry over in the JJ Mini, which is what we call it. It's the January-July mini catalog. This will carry over into that. So just know that. But you will want the whole collection because this paper is absolutely stunning. And you're going to see a couple of cards that I've made with it. So I just want to tell you guys that you can pull this PDF off of my blog over at stampinthepinkbarn.com. If you go into promotions, this will pop up. Scroll down a little bit. I think it's the first thing there, but just look for the fitting florets. And if you go down, it'll say downloadable PDF. Click that and that will print this. You can print this off or save it to your device. November's host code. We have a new host code for the month of December, or the month of November. So this is, if you're going to be purchasing, and your purchase is under $150, please use my host code. This really helps me to be able to bring you guys the free gifts that I do as my giveaways. It also gives me the opportunity to be able to bring you guys these free videos so you guys can learn how to make some beautiful cards. It will be posted up here during this video, just so you know that. Mystery stamping. So on the 9th, which is on Wednesday, I will be posting the supply list. If you go to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com, and then go over to mystery stamping, I will post that there, and it will be down below, and then it'll say supply list. You will also find the list in my events page here on Facebook. If you go to, which you're here right now, Stampin' the Pink Barn, if you go to my events and you look for this graphic for this month, for October, and then as you read through the little description, it will have the dimensions in there and the supplies that you will need to grab. And then meet with me on the 16th here on a Facebook Live. I will be live at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Pacific, or Eastern. And I will be doing the Facebook Live where we put that card together. And then you will need to be a part of my group, the Pink Barn Stampers group. That is a private group that I have here on Facebook. You will see a photo of the card that I put together. In the comments, you're going to need to snap a picture of your card using the same layout that I have created, but you're going to use your own paper, you're going to use your own designs, all that kind of stuff, and your own stamps. It's not, so pretty much the only thing that is going to be the same is the layout. You guys are free to use any paper that you have, and it does not have to be Stampin' Up! Exclusive. Please know that. Just know that I want us to all get together and make a card together. So you're not always just watching me. We're doing things together. But if you can't make it on Wednesday, then know that you will have a week to get your card made and get the picture posted. And then on the 23rd of November, I will be doing a drawing through all those cards that you guys submit. I will be doing a random drawing and you can win a fabulous prize. So where do you add that host code? I get this asked more than you can believe. So when you're shopping with me, make sure it always says Danny Garola up in the top. You're going to add all your products to your cart. When you go and you hit the little shopping cart button at the end, it's going to say shopping with me, Danny Garola. And then right here, it's going to say add that host code. So I've actually provided the November host code here in the description of this video. If you're watching this from YouTube at a later time, You will find it in the description of that as well. It's also posted over on my blog. You can copy and paste that code and you can add that right in there. So you don't have to worry about writing it down, remembering it or anything. Just copy and post it right from your device and add it right to that. I'm not going to go over all this stuff right now. Okay. So let's get on to some of these beautiful cards. Hello, Kathy. Okay, let me show you a couple of the birthday cards that I got. So this card here is from Miss Cheryl Merzenik. Look at how gorgeous this is with that foiling that she has wound up doing some embossing on. And look at this little pot right here that has the beautiful little flowers, all these little embellishments that she's added to this, and the beautiful little butterflies flying through. This is the card that she sent me for my birthday. So fun. So thank you so much, Cheryl. Let me put that right there. And then today I got from Miss Anna Rebadoo. This is this gorgeous card that Anna did. Isn't this awesome? Look at all those colors. How bright and fun is this? She used that, what is that? The Hive die, or not die, the embossing folder, and did all these beautiful like rainbow colors. Now, I'm not sure how you did this, Anna. You got me stumped again. You'll have to tell me how you did it. Hello, Patty. And then with these beautiful flowers, and then of course with those amazing little bees. How fun is that? So that is one that just came today from Anna. And then I just have to share this one with you. This is not a card that was handmade, but my sweet little neighbor across the road from me, she lives directly across our road. She sent me this super sweet little birthday card that came in the mail today. And I told my husband, I go, how cool is she? She spent a stamp on me to send me a birthday card when she could have just merely walked it across the street. But no, she wanted me to get that in the mail. So I just thought that was so fun that she sent me this beautiful little card. Okay, now on to winners. Now I know it's been 2 weeks since I've seen you guys, because last week I wasn't on here because we had Halloween and I spent that with my family. But I do have the cards to give away from that video. Now that was video 109 because today we're on 110. All right, so for liking, now that is where I did the split for stamping. So I've got those cards that I'm going to give away, 3 of those. So for liking last week's or the previous week's video, I am going to give this beautiful card right here to, and I have to put an inside into it. I forgot to even do that. This is going to go to Miss Melanie Foy. So Miss Melanie, this is going to be coming your way. This is so beautiful with that foiling on there. And then we did some embossing on that one. Okay. And then for commenting on last week's video, I have this one right here. This is using that same paper that we did, and we cut it 4 ways to make these 4 different cards. Now, this one is going to be going to Brenda Cruzon. This is going to go to you, and I do not have your address, so you'll have to message me after this and give me your address, or you can always email me at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com. You can email me your address if you're more comfortable doing it that way. And then for sharing last week's video or the prior week, I made the 4 of these as well. So I did more of an antique look, and then I did more of a traditional look. So this one right here is also, again, using that gold foiling or the gold embossing with the gold trim around it. This one is going to go to Peggy Frost Brandon. So this will be coming in the mail your way. Congratulations, you guys. How beautiful are these? So this kind of gives you a jump start on your Christmas cards. So I do not write or put anything in the inside of these. I will put a white matte inside of there, or the very vanilla, since I forgot. Hello, Frida. Since I forgot to do that. And you will get these in the mail coming your way. So it just gives you kind of a little boost to have an extra little card that you can then give to a recipient. Okay, so that is done. And then I wanted to show you guys, so last week on the 3rd, I do my coffee and cards over on YouTube. I do a YouTube live that is at 12 Pacific, 1 Mountain, 2 Central, and 3 Eastern. I do a YouTube live over on my YouTube page. Hello, Karen. And this is the card that I created over there using that set that I was just telling you guys about. That is this, let me get it again. That is this Fitting Florets set, this collection here. That is using the paper from the collection and that beautiful oval along with the stamps that come in that, and then some of the dies also, and then the cute little embellishments. So this just opens up just like this. I meant to tell you that I received my card from you a couple weeks ago. It's absolutely... Oh, good. I'm glad you got it, Patty. So this is really neat because it's kind of a paper saver. So this is just a flat mat. It doesn't fold open or closed. It's just a 4.25 by 5.5 sheet of piece of cardstock with the mat laid on there. And then you just make this little fold here, and that is your card. So it's really kind of fun, and it's kind of just different. So that's using that. And then tonight I'm going to show this layout and how to do this. But I just wanted to show you guys again that beautiful paper and that the oval framed dies that come with this to give you guys another idea of this card. And then I used the Trees for Sale stamp set on this. And then when you open this, you get to see the other side of the paper as well. And that's why I really wanted to show you guys this layout today, is so you really can utilize your paper to be able to see both sides, because I know sometimes it's a struggle to cover up one side of that paper because it is such amazing paper. It's kind of hard to cover up, you know, and pick which side you want to use. So that card, we're going to actually make this first card here. We're just going to do it not with that same design. We're going to do something a little bit different. All right, so I am going to be using the Merriest Frames dies, and I think I might use the Season's Greetings stamp set from Merriest Moments. Now, this is a set that actually came last year. It is a hybrid set. It comes with the embossing folder as well, and then this big die right here cuts that part of that out, and then the little frame even cuts that portion out as well. So this is a really, really nice Christmas set to have. So I wanted to show you guys that. That is Merriest Moments. So we're going to be using a couple of different dies in this, and then the Season's Greeting sentiment. And then, whoops, as I drop everything here, let's not drop everything. Get my cup out of the way. Okay. We're also going to be using All That dies, and the only reason why I'm using this is for this label right here. I really love this label, so I'm going to use that. The card base is Cherry Cobbler. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to merely just fold this over itself to make our base. and then burnish that down so we have a good, nice crease on that. That is our card base. And then I'm bringing in a piece of the Boughs of Holly Designer Series paper. Now let me grab my sampler here to show you guys. This paper is gorgeous. And oops, sorry, as I shake the heck out of you guys. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. You've got so many traditional Christmas colors and these poinsettias that are just to die for. Since we don't really have too many poinsettias in our catalog this year, this paper really does a great job of that. Then you've got these Christmas trees. So this is the front side, this is the back side, front side, back side. I set them where you can see both sides of the paper. And then look at all these amazing colors that coordinate with this paper. So you've really got a lot of choices with this. So I decided to use this piece here. Now the back side is little red polka dots. Okay. So what we need to do with this card base is this is, like I said, 8.5 by 5.5, and we folded it in half. And now what we want to do, I guess technically you probably should, you should actually score this at 4 1/4. Okay, so score it at 4 1/4. Don't just fold it. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lay this in here and you're gonna cut this at 3 1/4. Okay, just like that. Now you have a little extra piece for scraps. And then now that's gonna leave you a little, what is this? I think this is a 1 inch, yep, a little 1 inch flap on your card, right? So again, that's what I was saying, is where with this design and layout of card, you get to see both sides of this gorgeous paper. So what you're going to do is, I thought I had my little glue runner sitting here, but I guess not. So I'm just going to take just a little bit of glue and I'm just going to run it down the inside. So I'm on the inside of this card, and then I'm also going to do the inside here. Okay. So using down the left-hand side. Hello, Lori. And then what's easiest for me is if I flip this completely upside down and I lay this bumped up to the very edge of the inside where I would typically lay my white inside for my card, or whatever color you plan on doing. And then now push that together and get that adhered. And there is your card. Now you're going to have a little 1/2 inch, I think it's either a 1/2 inch or a 1/4. Yep, that's a little 1/4 inch strip showing in here, because this piece here, which I forgot to even tell you guys that, geez, I'm really off my game. This is 4 by 5.5. That's the size of my Designer Series paper. Now you guys can find all the dimensions and all the supplies that I've used, all the good things over on my blog. It's going to take me, normally I tell you guys to just come back and look tomorrow morning because I've got to upload this video over on YouTube when I'm done here. And that takes kind of a long time because my internet is not the strongest. So then just check back tomorrow to get all the dimensions and everything over on my blog. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little strip. This is the Evening Evergreen. Now this is the Glimmer specialty paper. Now it comes in these 3 colors. You get 2 sheets of each. So you get, these are 12 by 12. You'll get 2 sheets of this white look, or it's like a very vanilla with all this glitter. Now just know this glitter does not come off this paper at all. So it is not something that's going to glitter bomb anybody when they receive a card. Then you've got the Evening Evergreen that you're going to get 2 sheets of that in the 12 by 12, along with this beautiful gold 12 by 12, 2 of those as well. Now that is called the Glimmer 12 by 12 specialty paper. Now I've cut a strip of each color just to show you how versatile this paper is and how it goes with so many different colors. So each one of these are a 1/2 inch strip. And this is just going to cover over this seam right here. So look at that with that evening evergreen, which is the color that I'm going to do. Isn't that just beautiful? Or look at it if you were to add the gold. That makes it look a little bit more of like a traditional Christmas with some really jazz that up. And then you could even put a white strip there. See how beautiful that is? So you could really do so many of these cards and just add one single little strip like this and make 3 of these cards, and all 3 of them are going to look completely different. Okay, but we are going to stick with the green. I'm also going to grab a scrap of evening evergreen, and I am going to cut this label out here. This is the one that's from All That. I'm going to die cut that out of my scrap. That's going to give me this little label here. I just love the way that label looks. I also need a scrap of cherry cobbler, or you could use the piece that you cut off. And I am going to use my dies here. This is from the Merriest Frames. I'm going to use these 2 poinsettias right here. So this one and this one, and I'm going to die cut those. And when I do that, I come out with this and this. And then, oops. I could not decide which one of the label or which one of the sentiment strips that I wanted to use. So I brought out 2 different sets to decide what I wanted to do. Now, I could use this label right here to do my sentiment on. This is from Tree Trimming. It's this little piece here where I can stamp my sentiment in, or I think I'm going to use the other one because I'm actually going to be using that for the second card. I think I'm going to actually use this one right here. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to plan on doing. I was trying to decide, but I don't know if that's just going to be too long. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what I think. No, that actually might be perfect. Okay, I'm going to leave that out because that is what I'm planning on using. Okay, so let's get this strip glued on here. You're also going to need a scrap of basic white to do your sentiment on. So I'm just going to lay this over this seam to just add a little bit of bling to this card. Okay, and since that is a little bit long, I'm just going to flip this over and just cut this. Just like that. Now see, isn't that so cool that you can see the inside of that paper so you're not like covering any of the beauty of that? Okay, so let's take I'm going to actually take these 2 little poinsettias and just with a little dab of glue in the center of those. I'm going to take the bigger one in the back and then the smaller one, and I'm just going to kind of overlay them together where they're kind of opposite, just like that. Oops. So do you see how they're kind of moved off-centered a little bit, where they're just kind of overlaying each other so it looks like a poinsettia petal? Okay, let's get our sentiment stamped here. This is where I'm going to use that Season's Greetings. And I need to grab my cherry cobbler. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp that right on that paper. Holding it just for a few seconds so that kind of marinates into that paper to get a very, very crisp and dark color that I want. Okay, now I'm going to die cut this. So I'm going to grab my little emboss machine here. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Let me clean this stamp really quick. If you guys do not own a chamois, make sure when you place your order that you add a chamois to your order. It is a must-have for cleaning your stamps. Okay, so now what I want to do is open this out. And let me grab my little cutting plates here. And then I'm just using that little banner. Now that banner, I think I didn't tell you guys what that came from. That little banner comes from the, this is the Stylish Shape Dies. Now this set is a must-have. You are going to get so many cards and so many different shapes with this that these are all like little nesting circles. Then you have all these little nesting squares with this beautiful little tick mark that goes around all of them. It is an amazing set. I use it more than not. I find myself always grabbing that set as kind of a go-to. Ah, shoot. I need to grab some washi tape and put on here because I knew that was going to shift as soon as I stuck that on there. Okay, just put a little bit of washi on there to hold that in place. And then crank, oops, sorry, because I shake you. Okay. Feel like you're dizzy when I start shaking that thing. It shakes my camera all around. Okay, so there is our Season's Greetings. Isn't that so cool? I love how that turns out. Okay, get those plates out of the way. All right, let's put this card together. So this little piece right here is going to get popped up with some dimensionals. Another tool that you're going to want is the Take Your Pick tool. This is amazing for so many different things. You've got this pointy end at the end where I just pop those off of. It's also a kind of must-have when it comes to weeding out your die cuts that are very intricate. This thing will just pop all those little pieces out. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, I know. Isn't this so fun? This glitter. If you twist this, there's like a little lock right here. If you twist it, once you put it in, then it won't come out. And then when you untwist it, you can actually flip this over and put that pointer piece inside, lock it where it doesn't come out again. And then you've got this little spatula, which is really good for picking up little embellishments and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got this end down here that's got this blue gummy stuff that you can turn this and that gummy stuff will come up. So when it gets nasty, you can peel it off, turn this, and more will come up through the little nibble right here, the little nip area. Okay, so then you can just put your embellishments that way. It picks little bits and pieces up. If you've got little tiny intricate pieces, this will pick it right up so you can put glue on the back of it. So this is an awesome tool. It comes with 2 of these heads when you purchase it. You can also put you can grab a separate purchase, and you can get the little wheel that you can use that screws right in here, because this thing screws right out of here. And then this little part fits right down inside of there. And the little wheel is for also weeding out your intricate pieces of die cutting as well. Okay, so we're going to add here. Exactly, Patty. I mean, the thing is phenomenal. I think it's probably one of the best tools besides I'm going to say the Stamparatus that Stampin' Up! Has come out with. And the mini emboss machine, because that thing is fabulous when you want to go places. You can just drop that inside of a little bag and take all the pieces with you, and you don't have to worry about lugging around your big machine. Okay, this is going to just get glued right on that label there. Yeah, I really thought having that strip of glimmer really makes this card pop, and it really needs something. And that just was kind of the something that it needed. Okay, then I'm going to take this little poinsettia, and I'm going to actually grab a mini glue dot. And with my mini glue dot right there, I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to set it right in the center of that mini glue dot. Just like that, pushing it down. And then this is another reason why this little pokey tool comes in really handy, or your spatula. You can just peel that right off, and now you have it. And then now when you go to place it, it's right there, and then you can get it right there in the center of your project. And then I'm going to kind of flip up some of those little inner ones so it looks like it has some dimension to it. Okay. Now, this is where I need to decide what embellishment to put in that. I was thinking I could do that little, this is Evening Evergreen, which is the same color as this and this. I thought maybe I could do that little Evening Evergreen dot, or we could use one of the iridescent rhinestones that could go in there. That would be kind of pretty, because then it would grab all those colors. There was also, what was I looking at? I was looking at the silver or a pearl. I mean, there's so much to choose from. Where did my pearls go? Because the pearl's white, I thought maybe a little white pearl. Ooh, you know what? That might look good. Because I think that might get lost because it's too dark. And I don't like the silver. Okay, so this is where this little gummy end comes in perfect for picking up a little embellishment just like that and adding that right to your card. I'm going to grab a few more. Add those to the... Ooh, that one took off. Jeez Louise. Flying pearls. That one shot like the wind. I don't even know where the heck it went. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got to put one more on here. We'll do 5 right there. Okay, so there we go. A very fun and easy card to replicate many different designs with many different kinds of papers. So make sure you guys visit the blog tomorrow and see how to make this. If you want to print off the, I will be making a PDF for this card so you can print off the dimensions and how it is made and a photo of it and all that kind of stuff. So I think we need to add our little white piece in here. To finish this card off. Okay, just like that. And super, super beautiful, you guys. How fun is that? And easy. I mean, I'm all about easy and making stamping fun and not getting frustrated because there's just too much to, you know, to do. So there is that beautiful card. And like I said, here is the other design that I had done. Where did I put it? Right here. Here's the other one that is that same design, but instead of using a glitter or another piece of paper, I went ahead and I took a ribbon and I just tied that around there. That is that Fitting Florets designer series, or that collection with the designer series paper. And there's the inside of that paper. So it coordinates well also. That's the Blushing Bride. So there's 2 cards using that same design there. Okay. So let me get this out of the way, and I'll bring those in at the end and show them all to you. So now let's move on to the second card. Okay, so this second card, I'm going to be using the Trimming the Trees, or Trimming the Tree set, along with the dies that match that. That is called the Tree Trimming Dies. And then I'm going to be using the deckled rectangle dies as well. And let me pull these out so we can... So the card base that I am using is the Soft Succulent. That is 8.5 by 5.5. And we are just going to fold it. Why does that seem so big? Hold on. Let me make sure that this is 5.5 and not longer. Nope, it's 5.5. Or I meant wider. So once we fold this down, we have a card base that is 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, so we just burnish that. That is our card base, Soft Succulent. Then I have a piece that is Evening Evergreen. This is 3 3/4 by 5. That will be my mat on that. Just like that. Then I have a piece of, this is the, let me grab it. This is called the Festive Foils 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. Now this is so pretty. It comes in the Soft Succulent, the Real Red, and the Gold. You get 2 sheets of each, so you can see those different colors there. And it's got your snowflakes, different little starbursts on the red, and then you've got the little gold polka dots on there that are very shimmery. It has a very pretty gold shimmer to each one of those papers. You get 2 of each color. There's 3 colors, and that is a 12 by 12 sheet. So this I have cut, I believe this is at 1.5. Yep, 1.5 by 5.5. So this is gonna go down our card like that. Then I have taken a piece of basic white, and I used this is the 4th from the largest and the 5th from the smallest. And I have cut that out of basic white. Okay. I also need a piece of crumb cake. And what I'm going to do with the crumb cake is I'm going to use this little die right here. That is the pot for the tree. And I am going to die cut that out. And when I do, I get my little tree stem here. And I forgot to grab myself a scrap of white. Hold on a second. Okay, there's a scrap. You're going to need a scrap of white. What was I doing? Hold on a second. Hold on, because I had a idea of what I was going to do with this, and now I just forgot it. Ha! Isn't that fabulous? I think I was going to run the ribbon around this. I think that's what I was going to do. I think that's exactly what I had in mind, and I just kind of blew it because I forgot what I was doing. Does that ever happen to you? Yep, okay, now I got what I was doing. Okay, so that is where we're also going to need this little die cut right here. Okay, and we're also going to need the tree. Ooh, not all the trees. Okay, so what I need here is I need to stamp the Happy Holidays and the 2 trees. So I've got this one right here. This is the big tree. Now that is going to get stamped in Evening Evergreen. Hold on just a second. Let me... Okay. Okay, so Evening Evergreen, I'm going to grab, since this is a photopolymer, I'm going to grab this just so I get a nice, good, crisp stamp here. Ah, and everything is falling over here. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stamp that right like that. Okay, again, giving that a few seconds to set in there. Okay, then I'm going to grab Soft Succulent. And I'm going to grab this tree part right here, this little piece. Okay, and I'm going to stamp that into the Soft Succulent. And then go right in the center of this. Now, I kind of get confused on how this is supposed to be set up in here, but I don't think there's a right or a wrong to get these. What is that called that you put under your paper? What I put under my paper? Oh, this here. This is a piercing mat. We sell these. Here's the one that we sell. That's just a cut up piece of foam that I have there. But we sell these big gray ones here by Stampin' Up. And I just take a piece of paper, of copy paper, and I just wrap it around there and I just tape it to the back. But it is a piercing mat. You get a set of 2 of these when you purchase those through Stampin' Up. Okay, so there's that. I wanted that green in there as kind of just a contrast between, because you know when trees are all sorts of different colors. They're not just one color. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I'm going to try it both ways just because I'm not certain what's going to look best. So for this, I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen, and I'm going to put this Season's Greetings away into the stamp set over here, back where it goes. Okay, and I'm going to use the Happy Holidays. Where did I put it? Oh, I've already got it mounted. See there? Jumping the gun. Okay, so Happy Holidays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it once on crumb cake, and then I'm going to do it on white because I'm not sure exactly what color it's going to look best on the front of this card. So I'm going to do Happy Holidays right there. And we're going to die cut it in both, and we're going to look and we're going to see what we think. There we go. Let's put this away before I stick my fingers in it. Okay, so now we need to get the emboss machine back out here. Move some of these stamps so I don't wind up sticking anything inside of those. Kind of clean my space up here a minute. Okay, don't lose my little tree bucket there. All right. So I'm gonna cut this down so I make sure that's gonna fit across there. Okay, and it will. Okay, this is going to cut out my tree, just like that. So let me put a piece of washi on that so it doesn't shift around on me. I'm gonna put actually another one up here as well. Okay, then I'm gonna grab this little piece right here and I'm gonna put some washi on that also. Okay, does that look straight? Yep, looks pretty good. Oh, you only get one piercing mat. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. I thought it was 2. So you guys are so helpful. Where would I be without you guys? Tell you what. Okay, and then we're just going to run that through. Okay. And then I need this again. Okay, and let's try this with this one, because you never know. Sometimes I have an idea in my head and sometimes it just needs to be a different color for it to actually look the way I want it to. So we're gonna run that one through. Okay, so now we have both of those. Ooh, I need to take a drink really quick. Ah. All right, so now let's start putting this card together. Hello, Bonnie. Okay, so that is going to go just like that. Okay, this piece is then going to go over here, kind of angled a little bit off to the side where it's not right in the center of this. Thank you guys so much for throwing me up those hearts and those likes and those, you know, all the good things that help me. Also, if you guys could share this video, that would be so helpful. You never know who, you know, in your group of friends who you have on your Facebook page would love to learn how to do this and get ideas as well. So it always helps me out so much when you guys share that, and you guys get entered into the drawing. So if you comment, share, and like my video, you get 3 different times to be entered into my drawings. And so the drawings is you get, I give away all 3 of the cards that I make. So just to let you know that. All right, now that's what that is going to look like. But what I want to do is I want to put this down, and then I'm going to pop that tree up. So this is just going to go straight down like that. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on this tree, if I can pick it up. So, a little story. My dogs, both of my 2 big dogs got into a huge fight, you guys. Yesterday, I thought it was going to end very, very ugly. It took everything. So, just a little thing to tell you here is I have a Great Dane who probably weighs at least, if not more, half of what I weigh. He is a huge dog, and he is not easy to, once he sets his mind to something, it takes all my strength to stop him. And I don't have a lot of upper body strength. Making cards is not considered exercise, even though I consider it that. But I don't get strong arms from it, darn it. Anyways, so he is so strong, and he's such a big old brute that he got into it over a bone with my other dog. And I mean, it was scary. I had to go running into the other room and grab the older gentleman that lives with me and have him hold one dog. The other dog is a pit bull. And actually the Great Dane was completely overpowering my pit bull. And it was bad. There was blood, and there was my pit bull is extremely sore. He lost the battle, let's say. And it was bad. And so my hands are not working very well today because I had to hold his collar to keep. I was holding the Great Dane. The older gentleman that lives with me, he was on the floor holding my pit bull. And yeah, it was insane. I've never seen my dogs go at it like that before. It literally scared the heck out of me because I've never seen them be so crazy. And it was all over a bone. And my biggest fear was I was trying to get my daughter out of the way because she was walking around in her walker, and she has a gait trainer that she walks around in. So I was trying to kick her out of the way and keep her from getting in the center of it. So it was just a major, excuse my mouth, but it was kind of a shit show. But anyways, we got them apart. Nobody is seriously injured. They are both okay. They're both doing well. One just has a sore paw, and then the other one has his eye that's kind of red, where he has broken some blood vessels in his eyes. But I mean, honestly, it was so surprising that that's all that happened. Like, there was not anything serious that happened to anybody. The one, my pit bull, he is fixed, but the Great Dane is not fixed. We weren't sure if we were going to do like a breeding program with him because he is AKC registered. But at this point, I'm going to schedule him and get him fixed because he's got way too much boy hormones. Okay, so that's what it would look like with the white. But I, honest to God, think I like it better with the, what do you guys think? Do you guys like it with the crumb cake, or do you guys like it with the white? I think the crumb cake just kind of softens it a little bit. This almost gets kind of lost on there, if you can see that, because it's just too much white. I think I really like this. So I'm going to go with the crumb cake. So again, using some mini glue dots. Yep, that's exactly my thoughts, Patty. Crumb cake. So yeah, it was quite an exciting day yesterday. And of course, why does it always happen when my husband's not home? So he was up at the other house helping get some of the stuff moved around so the people can come and lay the garbage. My parents rented a dumpster at my grandma's house so they can get a bunch of the garbage and the old carpet ripped up and put out into the dumpster. And so of course he was not home because none of that would have happened if he would have been home. And that's what I told him. It was his fault for not being home. Just kidding. I didn't tell him that, but that's what I was kind of thinking. But no, and like I told him, he said, he goes, well, why didn't you stop it before it started? I said, do you understand that the dogs know that I'm not alpha? They know that. They know that my husband is the alpha, and they are good dogs and they listen to me. And I don't mean to say that my dogs are crazy bad, but I mean, they're dogs at the end of the day. So, it is, I just told him, I said, they don't listen to me like they listen to my husband. It's just facts. So I told him, I said, yep, that's just the way it is. All right. So that is card number 2. So what do we need? Do we need some of these soft succulent? Do we need some of those on there? I think we do. Or actually, you know what? We need some of the dark ones because we need some bling. And let's do one down here, just like that. Oops, that slid right off of there. Beautiful. Okay, let's put an inside to this card. Get this out of the way. You know what else would be really pretty on there is if you did gold. Gold would have been a pretty accent as well. Kind of just glam it up a little bit. So this is where us as card makers, we have so many choices, and it's kind of neat to start out with just something that's kind of simple like this and just add different kinds of elements to glam it up. I think you could even take something like the gilded leafing, and you could dab your glue on some of these little pieces. And I probably should have done it, but I wanted to keep this, again, kind of simple. But it's just one of those things that we do as crafters is we're always trying to step it up. We're always trying to, you know, add a little bit of something. So if you took a little bit of the glue and put it, you know, around on your tree before you adhered it down to your card, wait a couple of seconds for that glue to go from white to clear, and then brush some of your gilded leafing on there, and then brush all the excess off. It would be absolutely stunning. So kind of like this card, I did that with this card. That's exactly what is on here, is I used some of the gilded leafing on these pieces here, and I just took my glue and I let it dry a little bit. Wink of Stella, again, would be gorgeous. Here, let's actually try it, because I have my Wink of Stella sitting right here. Why don't we? Why don't we add a little sparkle? So we can come in here and we can just add some wink to the outside branches of this. And you can go as little or a lot. It's your card. You do what you want. So there you go. That gives you some of that shimmer. It actually makes the shimmer on this paper right here kind of pop as well too. I hope you guys can see kind of some of that shimmer going on there. Going on that tree. So yeah, Wink of Stella is amazing. It is one of those things that if you're just looking for a little bit more of a pop to your card, grab your Wink of Stella and go crazy. You can never add too much, you know, shimmer as far as I'm concerned. All right, so that is card number 2. Let me get some of my mess out of the way here so I can get to card number 3. All right, let me clean these off so I don't have a hot mess going on. So you can take your chamois to your sink and wash it. Make sure you turn your sink to both different hot and cold, because you're going to get different colors out of your chamois depending on the temperature of what you change your water to. Thank you, Patty, so much for sharing. So yeah, so just know that this thing, it'll stay stained, but you will get some colors out, and all you do is just rinse it. It's like a regular chamois that you just, you know, chamois that you've used forever. These things, you just go and get it wet, and I just keep mine in this little clear stamp case because that's what works for me. And it's kind of convenient, and then it's not getting moisture all over the place as well. Okay. Let's get here to card number 3. So I just got this set here. This is the Sweet Candy Canes, and I purchased the dies to go with it. So this, you get this great big striped die that is so cool, and it coordinates very well with the paper. Hello, Bonnie. And I will show you the paper here in just a second. And then you get these 2 candy canes that are opposite. They flip-flop opposite. This little die right here. Ah! Jeez Louise, don't lose the dies. This die right here, it cuts out these 2 holes, and I'm going to actually cut one of these, so I'll show you. But it slides right over a candy cane. I wish I had a candy cane so I could show you exactly what I was talking about. But there are some really cute ideas online using this set. But you can slide those over candy canes and make a little tag out of that, and that would be so cute. Like if you've got kiddos that go to preschool or whatever. And this is a photopolymer, so you can see that there's some awesome sentiments in here, and those canes that you can stamp. So it's really cool with all these different little sentiments to do these as little gifts, or if you have a church group and you want to do little gifts with them. Super, super fun. All right, let me get out all the little bits that we need here. Okay, I am going to be using, let me get all these little pieces so we don't lose anything. We don't want to lose any bits. Okay, come on, thing. All right, this is Poppy Parade. It is a very beautiful red. It's a very bright red, so it's bright and cheery. All right, so this is 8.5 by 5.5, and we are going to fold it right in half here and burnish that. That is our card base, so 4.5 or 4.25 by 5.5. And then the paper that I am using is, look how cute this is. Let me grab my little sampler here so I can show you how stinking adorable this paper is. So this paper is such those traditional Christmas colors, but if you can see, this one here is not only that Poppy Parade, but it also has like a hint of pink. It doesn't give you that pink color. It doesn't tell you what color that is, but you know what? I'm going to say that it is Blushing Bride because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Hello, Edna. So I've cut that one. That is 4 by 5.25, and that is from here. This piece here. So if you flip it over, you can see that it's got your green and white and red little traditional candy canes. So the really cool thing is with this paper right here, you can actually put the dies on there and they cut your candy canes out, which is what I'm going to be doing today because I want the candy canes from that paper. So let me show you what I've done. If I can find my paper here. So what I've done is I've just grabbed my paper. Now this is cut from, I cut it in half because this is a 12 by 12. So I just cut it at 6 by 12. And so your dies right here. I'm dropping everything. Your dies right here are going to cut out your candy canes, just like that. They line up perfectly on the paper. So you can cut those directly out from the paper so you don't have to worry about stamping if you don't want to. They're already right there for you. So I have cut out 2 of the little candy canes that have the pink and pool party and the garden green and that poppy parade. So we're going to die cut those out using our dies. Okay, so let me move this stuff out of the way. So the nice thing is because of the directions of these, they each work on here. So I'm going to lay this one here and then using my washi tape, I'm going to hold that in place. Oops. Try not to shift it around like I just did. Okay, and then let me cut that one really quick since it's kind of taking up that whole area. Okay, so there is one of our candy canes. And then now let's do the other one. Okay, there's our other candy cane. Now, you're also going to need, I grabbed the contoured scallop dies, and this one right here, so the center one, so the third from the smallest and the third from the largest, I'm using that, and I'm going to cut that out of Blushing Bride, just like this, cut that out of there, and then what I do, I'm going to get this little piece right here. Then using a scrap piece of Poppy Parade, let me get a scrap of Poppy. There's a scrap of it. So a scrap of Poppy Parade. Then I'm going to die cut that little label that I was telling you about through that, and then you're going to get this little piece here. Okay. Let me put these dies back in here. All right, so just like that, there's all of our pieces. Here's our card base. Then I want to grab a piece of vellum. And, oh, we're also going to need, where did I just put those? the stylish shapes again. So again, why I say that this is a must-have, we're going to actually grab this. So it is the second from the smallest little circle. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our vellum and a white piece of scrap. And I'm going to grab the Poppy Parade. And the little sentiment from this stamp set, I'm going to use Christmas Cheer. And since this is a red rubber stamp, I don't have to worry about laying my piercing mat underneath these. Okay, so there's that. Absolutely beautiful. Then using the vellum, I am going to grab the garden green. I also need to grab a piece of scrap paper for this. Okay, so with my vellum there and my garden green, I'm going to grab the little leafy piece. I haven't even stuck the stickers on this. This actually just came in the mail the other day. So this little leaf right here, I'm going to take that and I'm going to stamp it twice in garden green on my vellum, just like that. Now, because this is on vellum, it takes a while to dry. So what I'm going to do, that should have actually been, this is Sweet Sorbet, not Poppy Parade, okay? I got that color wrong. That is actually our in color, and it is Sweet Sorbet, okay? So I need to restamp this in Sweet Sorbet. Not that you're going to really tell a huge difference, but because that paper is Sweet Sorbet, not Poppy Parade, right? Hold on, let me look. So I'm not... Yep, Sweet Sorbet is the color. So I'm going to do it over here in Sweet Sorbet. Okay, like I said, it's not a huge difference, but we know that that's a little bit brighter, and that's one of our new in colors is the Sweet Sorbet. I don't know why I was thinking Poppy, but anyways, let's take our vellum here, and I'm going to use our clear embossing powder. Make sure I don't get you guys all screwed up on these colors here. Okay, and just shifting that around just a little bit. Pouring most of that in, and look, I missed. Okay. Then with my scratch paper, I can just take this and kind of roll it up and put the excess back in. Okay. Now, with this, I'm going to take my heat tool, because otherwise I will be here all night long waiting for this ink to dry, because since it's a water-based ink, it doesn't dry real well on vellum. So I find that if you put a clear coat of that clear embossing powder over your stamped image, that it'll dry. Otherwise, you have to use something like Stays On, because this is non-porous paper. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is grab the dies. And they actually give you 2 of these, so you can cut both of these at the same time. But I have already saved us some time by going ahead and die cutting those out for us. And they're kind of shimmery too. I can feel little bits of powder here. All right, so for this, like I said, we want to use the Sweet Sorbet. We're going to take that and we're going to die cut that. Okay, and when we do, we're going to get that right there. Okay, we're also going to need some of our garden green ribbon. But we can start putting this together. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of the ribbon there. And so this is going to go on here like that. This would actually bend and you would slide your candy cane, like if this was a, let me see, let me grab a pencil or something. Like if this was your candy cane, this would slide right over your candy cane just like that. And this would be your little candy cane. And then you can put like your little sentiment on the front of that and decorate however you want and give those away as little gifts. Isn't that so super cute? Okay, so what we're going to do is put that there. We're going to take this candy cane here, this candy cane here. I'm just kind of laying this out at the moment to make sure I have everything cut that I needed. This is going to actually get the ribbon through it like that. That's going to go on there. And then we're going to put our little Christmas cheer in the center. And then we're going to place a couple of our little twiggies like that. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Okay, let's start adhering some of this stuff. I love how this pink really grabs that pink line in this paper and really kind of makes that stand out. All right, then we're going to take the candy canes and let's see how we want those to go. Just like that. Alrighty, Melanie, thank you so much for joining me. You have a great night and be safe there in your little Florida trip. Are you guys there for through Thanksgiving, or are you going to be home for Thanksgiving? Are you there for the holidays? Visiting family and friends? Okay, that's going to go there. Oh, Miss Melanie, are you attending the on stage over there? Okay, I think we're going to pop, well, let me see. I think we're going to pop this up. So holding that like that, I'm going to take a couple of my little pieces here. That's why I love the little bits that are on our dimensionals when you're like almost done with them. Put that there. Put that one there. And then, where are my mini dimensionals? Thought I had a pack of minis out here, but I guess not. So we will just go like this. Okay, and I'm going to place that right like that. Okay. Then I'm going to wrap these around the back side, grabbing some Scotch tape here. Okay. Oops, that one's really crooked. Hold on a second. That one was all cattywampus. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take this and we're going to stick that right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a glue dot because I'm going to be tucking these little leaves behind there, and I want to be able to tuck them back under that. So that is going to sit just like that. Okay. Then grabbing another little glue dot on the end of this. I'm going to tuck that just like that, and do the same thing with this one. Okay, and then now we're going to glue that to our card front. Isn't that so super cute? Love it. Okay, and then let me see. What do we have? That is polished pink. No. Let's see what we have over here. I think we have, ooh, you know what? You know how I've been going to these? These actually are, I think, a part of this set. Or no, they're not. They go with the Santa's Express, but it doesn't matter because we can use them on anything because they're beautiful. I think I'm going to use the garden green. I think I am. I am. I know, right? Isn't it just so adorable? I love it when I can do like non-traditional Christmas cards and have them just turn out so stinking cute. I'm gonna put one right there. All right, there we go. So cute. I was thinking maybe this needs to go up a little bit, but I think it's stuck. Nope, we need one down here. That was good. Just leave it alone. Alrighty, you guys, there you go. Let's put an inside to this card. Actually, let's stamp. Let's stamp in the inside of this card. Let's see what we have. We said Christmas cheer. So candy cane wishes and mistletoe kisses. Ooh, I like that. Oh, how cute is that saying? Okay, so we're going to go like this. And I know I don't have the little back on there yet, but that's okay. We're going to wing it and hope that I get this straight. No promises, but we're going to go for it. All right, where's my sweet sorbet? See, that's winging it when you don't have your little sticky parts on the back. You can't even see the words, how they're on there, but that's okay. I think it's gonna work. Okay, let's grab our little garden green here, like that, and let's do another one coming down this side. Oh, there we go, you guys. Oh, so cute. You know what would be fun is if you took a couple of these and like stuck them together like that, since they're little mistletoes. I didn't even know that it was mistletoe, but now I know. Oh, here, hold on. I've got a couple of them right here. Look, this is what I was talking about. If you take a couple of these and if you were to kind of overlap them like that and then put a little bow around the top to make it look like it is a sprig of little hanging mistletoe. Wouldn't that be so adorable? I love it. Oh, I'm going to have fun with this set. All right, let's get this put in the inside of this. Yeah, I've been eyeballing this set, but I didn't want to buy anything yet until I got closer to the holidays when I started making holiday cards, because I was getting all the fall and Halloween things purchased to show that stuff. So I can't wait, because as being a on-stage attendee, we get to see the new January, July mini catalog, and we get to see the upcoming celebrations catalog. And then we get to have an exclusive ordering promotion as well. So I'm going to be, I told my husband, don't buy me anything for my birthday. I'm going to be purchasing some stuff from Stampin' Up. So consider that my birthday present. He's like, all right, deal. So we'll have a few days after on stage that we can purchase some of the product that is coming out. They're going to give us an exclusive buying time if we attend on stage. So woohoo! I'm so excited to get my hands on the new catalog and see all the fun stuff that they have coming up for spring. It's always a fun time when you have a new catalog coming out. So let me get the rest of the cards that we made today so I can lay them all out here on display. So there you guys go. How fun, right? Some really beautiful Christmas cards, just to kind of get your creative juices flowing so you can start getting your holiday cards made and get those put in envelopes and get those mailed. Hopefully you get them out early. I'm always a procrastinator, but I've already made my Christmas card list, which is I'm you know, ahead of my game, because normally I don't get that done until like the beginning of December. And even though November is going to be a crazy month for me, how long does it take me to just sit down and make a list of cards that I need to send out? And Patty, Klingsborn, I have you on my list. I will get your birthday card out in the mail. So, you just, don't you worry, girl. I've got you covered because I didn't know it was your birthday. Haha. All right, you guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you, or no, I won't see you on Wednesday, but I will get the supply list for mystery stamping out on Wednesday the 9th. And I will be live on my birthday on Thursday the 10th over on YouTube at 12 o'clock Pacific, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, which is where I am right now, and 2 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central. So, and then come Friday morning, we are leaving bright and early because we check into our hotel. check-in starts at 4 o'clock, so we won't be there by then. But hello, Miss Rhea. You are very welcome, my dear. So yes, Miss Rhea is going to go on our trip with us. I'm so excited. Girls trip. Whoop, whoop. So you guys have a great rest of your week. I will see you guys Thursday for Coffee and Cards over on my YouTube channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed these cards. Please don't forget to use my host code when you shop with me on all your orders under $150. When you use my host code, I will send you out a special little gift in the mail. So I always appreciate your guys' orders. And I will chat with you soon. Bye-bye.